We are going to go there. So I'm going to sit here for a minute, contemplate my world, which should take me all of about 20 seconds, right? And get some things together, which will take me longer than contemplating my world. And then I'll get back to you and we'll have a project to do today, I promise. We'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Here on the tall tripod. Maybe this will help. Anyways, I came in this morning and I looked at this jar, dog jar that I had covered, right? Frappe bottle. And it just beckoned to be done, right? But I want to show you something pretty cool. As I was putting the parts together and coming up with the pattern, watch what happened. It just happened to be that way. Yours probably won't, unless you line your fabric up perfectly. It may not, and if you buy the same fabric. So let me show you what I got going over here. Do I need to lower you? I think I do. Okay, so over here, down here. So what I did was I took one of the big beads. I think these are 1-inch half rounds, and I covered it in some black fur that I had, right, for the top of his head, right? Wait till you guys see this. I made ears, so my pattern for my ears is right here. I made a pattern, just out of notebook paper, and I found some fabric because the back of this fur, I didn't really want that raw showing, right? So I cut another piece to match. And I glued it on the back of the ear, right? So make sure when you cut your fur, because you can see on the back of here, originally I cut it wrong. I went this way, instead of this way, and my fur would have been wrong on here as for ears, right? So make sure when you cut it that your top is up here and your fur is coming down. I had it cutting this way, my fur would have been totally wrong, and I'm glad I caught it before I started snipping away, right? So anyways, we're going to glue this on here really super quick. Yeah, just cut 2 ears and then cut 2 pieces of fabric. It doesn't even have to be fabric if you guys want to use felt or whatever. I mean, you may not want to do it at all, but I didn't like the looks of the back of that fur. And what you do is you just basically put this on here, right? I took some good scissors and just kind of trimmed, snipped around where the fur and the fabric don't meet. Okay. So, anyways, now I got my 2 ears, right? So I'm going to put 1 ear, and I'm going to put it on top of this lid, because remember, we want this lid to be able to be unscrewed. Are you guys seeing me? Yeah, I can do it. So anyways, I'm going to put 1 ear here, and see how much nicer that looks on the back. I'm going to put 1 ear there on top of the lid, and the other ear here on top of the lid, and then his little dome is going to go right there, right? Now watch this. I think I showed you in another video. What do I do with it now? It's sitting all right here. It's all sitting right here, guys. There. I showed you before that I had bought these set of noses and eyes and stuff like that. And on the back was this little stem, you know. I think when I showed you a felting one, I just snipped that off like you would. Hang on, where'd it go? God, I'm trying to do too many things at once. Guys, I had this all laid out perfect. There it is. Grab it with my toe. Anyway, you snip the back of it off because they do come with that long stem on the back of the noses. But watch what happened. Okay, after I snipped it off, right? Watch this. My whole thing fell apart here. Make sure your fur is down. I'm going to glue that there. You gotta make sure. And I'm going to glue this one here, right? Put his dome up there. Because you want something. You can use a hat too if you want to design the top of the lid yourself, but watch what happens with this nose. See where his nose is on the fabric? Look. It turned out perfect, right? It ended up being right where the nose on the fabric was. I just thought that was awesome. So anyway, let's get these glued on. And I am going to just use regular, I believe I have my monkey, what do you call it, gorilla glue sticks going on in this glue gun. So yeah, just glue your ear up there. I was going to put the ear, forgive the ink, my ink pen that I was using, right? You could put the ear down here if you wanted to. If you wanted the ears longer, and then just figure out a way to you know, it depends on how you want to design it. If you want this all covered up, I just wanted my ears kind of poofy at the top like that. So you can put the ear on down here or up here, however you want to do it. So that is up to your design. So I just thought it was so cool the way this freaking nose, right? And let's put it on there now before my GoPro shuts off. So I'm just going to glue this nose on. Okay. Right where the nose is on the fabric. I just thought that was the most awesome thing. That just turned out perfect, right? Oh my gosh. Now, if you want to add eyes to this, I might add some black eyes. And then just glue this piece up here. Use a lot of glue on this top piece, guys, because you have to remember you're going to be, you or whoever you give it to is going to be screwing and unscrewing it, right? So make sure it's on there firm. Hold it down really super good. I just took some extra. I had some scrap fur. That's why I say keep a little baggie of scraps for yourselves. You never know when you might be doing the tiniest thing like a keychain or a pair of earrings or something, and you'll want that. So anyways, that's how that's turning out. Now, I was thinking about taking, again, I had some scrap from when I made him, right, with his ears. And if you wanted to, you could put, right? It's so much fun. You just design these the way you want them to be. But you could take some of your scrap fur. This is the same fur I used for Sammy Sasquatch. And you can take and you can put little eyebrows on here if you wanted to. Or you could give him a little poofy. I don't know, what do you guys think? You can go from here, you can just do whatever you want to do. But I wanted to show you the basics. So this is a Starbucks frappe. I have these covered, but it's just your Starbucks. I'm going to grab one for you. Let's see. For those that are not watched me before, I order the frappes by the case off Walmart.com because my husband and I drink them. But this is the size you get, so it's the 9.5 fluid ounce. And this is what I used for this one. Now I did notice if you buy them individually in, say, the convenience stores, you get a 13. And see the difference, right? You could use either one. It's just gonna take a little more fabric. But so anyway, you need a frappe container. You need you need a piece of fur to give you enough for 2 ears, right? And then some kind of fabric or felt on the back of the ear. You need a 1-inch, these are half rounds. I buy them in a bag, a variety bag, to where I get welcome back. Sorry, I had a brief interruption, but I wanted to show you. I did decide to go ahead and put the eyebrow thing across the top of here, his nose, and I did give him a little bit of a beard. You know, he has to be a gnomey dog, right? There's got to be something gnomey about this guy. But I wanted to show you, I found my little black eyes, and this is how they look. They come with that stem on them, and I just take a good pair of these. Now be very careful, please. One day I was holding this, and it did take my hand skin with it, so just be very careful. Don't let your kids do this, okay? Do it for them. if you're going to have your kids involved in this project, don't let them mess with these, because it will take the skin off their little hands. Maybe cover it like this or something, because they do fly. So anyway, I'm going to cut these off. Just be careful, please. Please, please, please. I've done it. I know how painful it is. I thought I was going to die. I really did. I went, okay, this part of my hand will never be used again, right? I'm an artist. We can't do that. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue here. It just worked out with this fabric, right? I mean, it just worked out with this particular fabric. It was like it was meant to be. Look at the difference between the three-dimensional and the one-dimensional eye. You guys know you're going to want to go out and make one of these. You know you are. Now, I have cat fabric as well, and I could probably do a cat the same way if I could get the cat centered in the front. But yes. I'm loving this. I think I'm just surprised at how well the fabric and the elements came together with him. Okay, and then the other day I went to the thrift store and I found a package of these, 75 cents, right? Little black pom-poms. I think they're even the right size. So yeah, little black pom-poms, right? And if you want to make your own pom-poms, you can with yarn, you know. But this is gonna go back here. I just think it's awesome sauce. I love that commercial. Hi, Julie. Hi. Awesome sauce. It's old. I think it's an old commercial now, but anyways, I think it was it for a credit card company or phone service or something? I don't know. But anyways, there's the back. Yeah, this dog fabric is super cute. Look at. I was thinking, should I glue the ears down on the side of his head, like, my finger off there, like that? Should I glue the ears down like that, or just leave them? I think I'm just gonna leave them. Yeah, I can't glue it. I cannot glue it. See, you think about this stuff, because otherwise my lid wouldn't come off, because these are attached to the lid. So don't glue them. Don't glue them. No, no. So anyways, guys, that was about a 20, I'd give it a 30-minute project. You could sit here all day long and whip out a bunch of these. What do you think? And then fill it like I have with my other thing. I did a jar with, I painted silhouettes, black silhouettes on it. And I have all my paper clips in there. But if you're going to give these as a gift, if you've got a jelly bean lover, fill it with jelly beans. If you've got a chocolate lover, fill it with chocolate kisses. If you've got an office person who works in their office, fill it with staples or push pins or paper clips or whatever, right? If you've got a child in your life, maybe fill it with, what could we do with kids? Candy, obviously, or oh, those little hair bows, the little tiny hair bows from the $1.25 tree. You could put rubber bands in it for kids. Yeah, you know, anything like that, guys. But I just think he's cute. Now he is about, from top of his due to the bottom, he's 7 inches tall. So like I said, though, you can go with this bottle. If you want to go with the tall bottle that you get at the convenience stores when you grab and go on when you get gas or whatever. You can do the same thing with this. You just need a little bit more fabric and a little bit longer ears, right? But the caps. Where are my caps? Here's the caps. Caps are the same size. So if I take this cap off, this is one of the caps I made with the, covered up this stainy part in here. I covered it up. I use the furniture thingies, but you can use anything in there, felt or cork or whatever you want. But yeah, these fit on there just fine. So those are interchangeable, right? So whatever size you decide to do, just add a little more. That's all for the bigger ones. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This is kind of a short video, but it was a fun video to do. And look, right? So cute. They make the greatest little gifts. So I hope that it inspires you to go out and try one. I think this is a fun project to do with kids as well. You know, as a mom or an aunt or a grandma, you know what that particular child's stage is as far as glue gun goes. And like I said, but with these, if you use these kind of big old grippers, don't let them do it, please. Please don't. I'm an adult and I did it. Okay, I went there and did it. Right. I knew I shouldn't have held it that way, but I did. But I think it's a fun project for the family. I think it's fun for when they come visit grandma or auntie, depending on where you're from, right? But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was a short one, but I don't do very many short ones, right? Thanks for coming along with me. Don't forget to pray, craft. It's worth it. Puts that smile on your face, right? And don't forget to prep. We're doing that with our tuna back here. We're freeze drying some tuna. And don't forget to throw a good rant now and then. With me, it's easy. It's the GoPro. Prior to the GoPro, it was Jane, G.I. Jane. You guys might want to watch my G.I. Jane drama. And I'm sure once I get GoPro figured out or get another piece of equipment that I'll have to find something else to rant about, right? So you guys take care of each other, be nice out there, and be safe. Talk to you later. Bye.